Hello everyone, welcome to Onion Skin, carrying on yet again with preparing a character for cutout animation. Previously we've been inking the layers of this character here and we're in the home stretch now. Just need to kind of flip these arms and legs and polish it up, get everything all tight. Hopefully we won't encounter too many mistakes or problems, but time will tell. Here we go. Alright, that should be it. Last one I forgot, because the arms and legs are indeed being mirrored, the shoulder pad is not. It's its own thing. So shoulder pad left. Cam left. So we've learned something today. Does anyone else get that? Like, that happens to me all the time. You see that? When I'm doing the shift key thing, sometimes it just spurts off halfway down the stroke. It drives me mental. Harmony 10, never had that problem. It's the most reliable tool in the world, but for some reason... so frustrating. I get it on... like, because I have Essentials, Advanced, and Premium, like, for the sake of making these videos, it happens across all of them. It's so frustrating. I think it's something more to do with my computer than the program. It's probably just getting a bit old to handle. Like, I think this program's a 64-bit one now, and it probably wasn't before. I think that's freaking the computer out a bit. Hopefully it gets fixed though. You hearing me, Toon Boom? I know you listen sometimes. Awesome, cleanup is done, save for the mirror parts. So that's what we're going to do next. So I'm going to show you a trick how to mirror the arm and the leg here to save us a bit of time. So make that small enough so we can see what's happening. Before I start, I just realized I stuffed up the left and right order of the foot as well. That was the first one I did, so that was probably confusing to watch, because that is indeed the cam left foot. But moving on, I'm going to right click on these layers and go to duplicate selected layers. See, a little one has appeared underneath. And on the top one, leg upper right one, I'm going to go to the free transform tool, and under tool properties, there's this kind of squiggly line squiggly. This is the mirror position tool. So it doesn't mess with artwork, but it just messes with the actual layer itself. And look at that, it's flipped it over and placed it almost exactly where we want it to go. Quite by coincidence, that's awesome. Which means this one here, don't need it. So I'm going to delete those. And rename the one that should have been left to indeed left. And drop the one from this because it is just naturally right. Naturally right. Naturally. New from Super Luxury. Naturally right. Feel naturally right. Be naturally right. Same with these. Select all of the shoulder all the way down. Go to duplicate selected layers and flip. There we go. So I'm going to position the upper arm in the right spot. Now, of course, the shoulder is bad news because that one does have its own drawing. So I'm going to take these three, put them all the way up under shoulder left. We can delete the original ones. Obviously, we didn't need to make those originally. That was a mistake, but you can see how the structure works. So whatever, I'm going to leave it in. Yeah, that's okay. So it snapped back to its original position because we flipped the shoulder pad left. Because we're going to be getting rid of that layer because there's nothing on the shoulder pad ones, which was another mistake because I'm not competent. We're going to flip the shoulder left one. There we go. With the free transform tool, nudge it over. Oh my goodness, I'm just the best, aren't I? The best at making mistakes. There we go. the copy of right with the underscore, they can go. That gets rid of that duplicate shoulder pad. And what other mistakes did I make that we still need to clean up the mess of? That's right, the shoulder pad that doesn't exist. That should be an easy fix. Just select everything other than the shoulder pad and pull it out of it. So you see it's lost its arrow now. Then we can delete it. Important that you remove it from the shoulder pad layer first, because if I delete that, it deletes the whole hierarchy. Everything underneath it goes as well, so be careful. Oh yeah, and the empty left layers are still there as well, so they can go because of all my dumb mistakes, because I'm a dum-dum. And pull out that from the shoulder pad and remove that as I did before. What have I done? This is a disaster. Okay. What did I do? Upper. Is shoulder the empty one? Shoulder's empty, isn't it? You know how you can test? Go to the drawing view, and if that's empty, which it is, whereas arm upper has that, lower has that, hand has that, and shoulder pad left has the shoulder pad. Alright, cleaning up more mess. So, okay, put it back under the shoulder pad, and grab these three, put it above the shoulder left, so it just goes directly underneath the shoulder pad. So you can see shoulder left is just sitting down there on its own, no arrow. So no arrow is safe to delete, off it goes. But because shoulder left didn't have any drawings, but it did have the positional coordinates, that means it has once again gone back to its original position, because as we have learnt today, I think the biggest lesson of today, not how to rig a character, but my levels of dum-dum. So select shoulder pad left. No, don't select shoulder pad left, because it's in the right spot. Select arm upper right, and flip that. Flip you poop. Why aren't you flipping? Thank you. What happened? I don't even know what that mistake was. Let's ignore that one. I do hope you're getting some entertainment out of my fails. Please don't go. Moving on. The line art's done. Yes. Hopefully leaving these mistakes in will be beneficial, because this happens. Like, I don't know. Do you ever make like tons and tons of errors and you're like, man, I'm not cut out for this. And then you see someone else making similar errors and you're kind of just like, yes, I'm normal. But try not to beat yourself up as much as I do. I think I just get embarrassed because I keep doing it on camera. And I just realized another one down on the torso layer. Check this out. I'm going to go into the drawing view for this one. So this is the other advantage of the drawing view. I can get rid of all the nonsense and just see what we're dealing with. Do you see what I missed? I did these stretchy buttons because he's such a beefcake, right? But I didn't do the other end of the shirt. So I'll just... Oop. Forgotten how thick the brush was. I'll just do that then. I nearly went out without doing the last two. Oh boy, what a day. Okay, there we go. Is that too many stress lines? That's too many stress lines. Goodbye, stress lines. Alright. It's done. The inking is finished. It looks like a mess, doesn't it? Once it starts getting colored, it's going to look a lot better. And unlike the Studio series, this time we went through approaching how to rig a character from the start as we drew it. So most of the hierarchy you see is done. Next we're going to color it in, which should be a lot quicker. I'll show you how to set up the palette and have that all organized so you don't shoot yourself in the foot later on down the line. So join me then as we color in this character and finish off preparing a character for rigging in Harmony 12 Essentials. And if you're using Studio, I hope you got something out of this as well, because as you saw, all of this is possible in Studio as well. This is just a different interface. So try building a character from the ground up with all this in mind. And the way I structured the layering for the character to create the rig, that all works the same way in Studio as well. So after the next video where I color this guy in, I'm going to quickly jump back to Studio again, and I'm going to reorganize all those split apart layers into the chain And then finally, we will be in the home stretch of prepping this thing to bring it to life and start moving. So have some fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for coming by. I hope you got something out of it. If you got stuck somewhere or something was a bit tricky, or if you have an idea for something else you'd like to see in a video, please let me know. In the meantime, you can check out some of my other stuff in those links just there. Oh. But thanks again, and I'll see you again soon.